Good evening, everybody. We have guest co-host Dominic with us tonight. We got a great show lined up, a great guest, and a lot of content this year. Let's get it going. And good evening, United States Drone Society. Hey, Dominic, how you doing? You're muted, by the way.
Okay,
there you go.
I've got it now. Yep. I'm all
right. How you doing tonight?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
You didn't tell me you were going to bring your kangaroo with you tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Should have let you know, so you could have set that up a little bit better. Yep.
Yeah, it's all good. We have Chris with us tonight also, but he's grilling tonight, so he's outside. So we have Dominic, who's going to be guest co-host. Chris will be here for the panel chat though, and he'll be grilling and talking with us. So we have a lot lined up tonight. We have Keith Russell here tonight as special guest, which is going to be great. We have a new Fisheye's Mailbox from Mudball. We have Best of the Rest Sunday Spectacular. We got all the normal stuff. So let's start by saying hi to everybody in the chat. And we had some people show up yesterday and say hi, and I'm not sure who they were, but if you're here now, thank you so much. We have Dawn here. How you doing, Dawn? We have Margie. Margie, how you doing? Thanks for being here. And we got Warren. Oh, yeah. For now, I'll handle this. We'll pull up the chat. I'll pull up the names. Yep. Got Warren here. How you doing, Warren? Thanks for being here. Newfound drone. Is it Bill? Is that his name?
Yeah,
Bill?
that's Bill.
Yeah. I wasn't sure, but I was almost positive. How you doing, Bill? Thanks for being here. Got my wife, my number one supporter. Always. My two sons are here watching also. I don't know if they're in the chat, but I know they're watching. Got Angie in the house. How you doing, Angie?
Angie.
We got Jim. He's having some issues. He's recently got hacked, so he's having trouble getting into everything, so he won't be able to join us for open chat tonight. But Jim, I hope you get everything sorted.
Yep, Jim.
We got Christian over at Mainlight Drone. How you doing, Christian?
Yep.
Thanks for being here.
Christian. Yep.
We got Joel, Mr. Skyfly. How you doing, Joel? And we have Amanda here. How you doing, Amanda? Thanks for being here.
Hello.
Joe Fodolio. How you doing, Joe?
Joe.
We got Captain Ray Kelly in the house. Hey, Ray, how you doing?
Hello, Captain.
Oh, we got Trent here. Trent, it's 120 degrees, man. I hope you guys can find a way to stay cool. We got David Ross with us. He'll be joining us for open chat. He's in the back. Got Jeff Norman. How you doing, Jeff? You know, it's so awesome to see him saying "Go Pats" when I see him like posting pictures of like the Yankee Stadium and stuff. You know. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Oh, I know who this is. This is either my niece, Randy, or Devin. I'm going to guess Randy. Hi, Randy. Thanks for showing up. It won't show your name here because you have to grant StreamYard a permission to, see your profile picture and your name. If you want to, you can grant them the permission. The link is in the video description that you watch. And if not, you can, stay over there. You can come over to YouTube, whatever you want to do. Thank you. Beautiful view. Jeff's place. How you doing, Jeff? Thanks for
Hey,
being
Jeff.
here. I don't recognize your name, so it looks like you're new. Welcome. We got, Nose Down Drones. How you doing? I don't recognize that name either. Oh, welcome to the
I've
show.
seen it once before.
Yeah, I'll have to check out your channel if I remember. If you're on Facebook, send me a message. I'll check out your channel. We got John Olson in the house. How you doing, John?
Hi, John.
And we got Lee. How you doing, Lee?
Hey, Lee.
Yes, the kangaroo, because Dominic is from Australia, and I always got to come up with a way to incorporate a kangaroo with something to do with him. Merrill's in the house. How you doing, Fly Guy?
Hey,
Merrill. Glad to have you here. We got Waypoint New England here. I actually just met up with him yesterday to go bring him his mug that he won last week. He's definitely got a green thumb, man. He gave me a bag of homegrown vegetables, some jalapeno peppers and everything.
Oh,
yeah, very nice. I appreciate that.
Delicious.
Yeah. Las Vegas and Henderson drone pilots. Don, how you doing? Glad to have you here. Alex Haggart, how you doing? Glad to have you here as always.
Yep.
Let me see. Did I miss anybody? Still working my way down. Good luck, Jim. I hope you're able to keep your stuff. Yeah, I hope everything works out for Jim. Oh, we got Mark in the house. How you doing, Mark? We got Trucker Steve. How you doing, Trucker Steve? Glad to have you here.
Hey, Steve.
We got Captain Joe America. How you doing?
Joe.
We got Steve Knowles in the house. How you doing, Steve? Let me see. Wow, so many people in the chat already.
East Coast Thrills.
Oh, I didn't even miss that.
Yep, I've just noticed that.
Yeah, East Coast Thrills. How you doing? I accidentally Howdy from Connecticut. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Oh, I see it now. East Coast Thrills. How you doing? And we got David Lorenzo in the house. How you doing, David?
Yo.
All right, looks like we got everybody. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Thank you so much for being here. We have a lot to go through tonight. I had an issue with my Mavic 3 that maybe has stumped some people out there. We'll talk about that later. But right now, let's do Sunday Spectacular. Ryan, listen, there were so many great photographs shared throughout the week, but nothing even came close to that picture. The colors in it, being on the stream here too, won't even do it justice. You got to go see the picture. It's absolutely incredible. He always has interesting ways to edit with his colors, but that one was just, I mean, it's just wow. That's all I gotta say. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we have special guest here, Keith Russell. I'm going to invite him on now. Hey, Keith, how you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you? Glad to be here.
Yeah, what'd you think of Brian's picture? That's incredible, right?
That first one was I just sat back and was, wow. I remember seeing that earlier, but Really
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, for those that don't know, Keith is a police officer, so I thought that it would be best to let Keith know that you actually have some rights while you're here. So I'm going to play your rights right now for you.
60 First Avenue, 60 First Avenue. See the complaint to Department 18, Sea Lake and Charlie. 10 for any fire precinct unit that is still engaged with silent. Holding run at 496 again.
Proceed with caution.
You have the right to remain airborne. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a YouTube short. You have the right to talk to a visual observer and have them present with you while you are flying. If you cannot afford to buy a drone, one will not be appointed to you. You'll just have to sell some shit and buy one like the rest of us. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not fly, but doing so will make you look weak to other pilots. Don't be that guy. Do you understand your rights as I have explained them to you? Having these rights in mind, are you willing to let me borrow your drone for a flight over the donut shop?
That was the best thing. I just need some professional courtesy. That's all.
Oh yeah. That works now. Well, now we're all on the same page.
That's great. And leave some donuts for me too.
I'm sorry, what was that?
And leave some donuts for me too. I mean, don't take them all.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
So,
power so.
yeah, I've had some issues sharing my screen. When I share my screen to play like a user video, I get real laggy and things like that. So what I did was I used a tool that allowed me to download YouTube videos, and I'm going to play the video here. Now, normally when I'm done showing people's YouTube video, I like to remind them, and I usually show them with me liking the video and leaving a comment. I just want to stress that it's important if you watch somebody's video on YouTube to, hit that thumbs up and leave them a comment, let them know that you were there. So we are going to share your video, and I'm going to let you narrate and let us know where you're flying, what you were flying, and, you can tell us about the area.
Okay. So obviously that's Philadelphia. It was the day after our 4th of July. And I just happened to be out that way. I've seen all kind of wonderful videos around Philly. I got there around, I wanted to be there for sunrise, but we wound up being 20 after 6 when we got in the air. The Mavic 3 Classic. And the interesting thing about that is William Penn. It's a William Penn movie. Story I got.
And you said you were filming this with the Mavic 3?
Yeah, the Classic. And the interesting thing I would say that I learned was it used to be in Philly, no building could be taller than the William Penn statue. But obviously that's changed over the years. But if you look across here, you can see most of the buildings don't go higher than him initially around there. It was a fun place to fly.
I like later on. I'm sorry. Later on in this video, you actually show the same train that Fish Soup had filmed near. So I thought that was really cool. I love that. So unique.
I took his inspiration. In fact, I've been over that bridge I don't know how many times, and I've never seen a train. So I was unsure. It was the Ben Franklin Bridge, and so I want to make sure I got over there and got a shot of that. It wasn't as good as a shot as Fish Soup, but it was one that I got. So I was happy to get it.
Yeah, no Fly Guy Merrill says that he's in Philly also.
Okay. Yeah, it was a fun place to go. I definitely want to go back at night so I can get the buildings lit up because that's really beautiful there. Especially over these buildings, particularly right here with that reflection off all the mirrors and the lights. I mean, they're beautiful at night.
Jay says at nighttime the colors are great in Philly.
I haven't had any problems with my Mavic 3 Classic. It's been almost flawless for me. So.
And which controller are you using?
I'm using the RC. I've noticed over time, I've only had it for about 8 months, but over the last few months, it's getting slower. So I don't know particularly why, but sometimes when you hit something on the screen, it takes a few seconds for it to populate. I just think it's the processor in there.
Yeah, and I actually, before I got my Mavic 3, I watched some videos on it, and that was one of the things that it doesn't always have an instant reaction like, like your app on your phone would or things like that. But, some things you can get around like that.
Maybe with this new Air 3 coming out, that new controller, maybe they fix that problem. Maybe they up the processor speed. That would be nice.
Yeah, now this is the training I'm thinking about, and I don't know how long they're gonna take to make that compatible, by the way, because if they make that new controller back compatible, then they're gonna brick all their DJI RCs that they have in stock because no one's gonna get it. So knowing the way DJI is, I don't think they're gonna do that until they're not producing those anymore.
Sure.
And Trucker Steve said, what's the height restriction in Philly because of the airport?
I was cleared up to my 400 feet above ground level. However, a lot of those buildings, you can go above that and around it much too. So.
But yeah, like I said, I have your channel. Nightbot is sharing the link to your channel every 10 minutes. And I also tried something different for those that are looking for it and don't see Nightbot. I now have it pinned in the pinned comments. So you can find Keith's channel there. Let's help his channel grow some. I'm sure you'll get some subscribers during the show. And that was a really good video. Nice. So,
nice. Thank you.
When did you start flying drones?
Oh, geez. I started probably 8 years ago. It was a Blade 350 QX, I think was the name of it. And I had to put a GoPro on it. It was a Blade 350. And I put a GoPro on it. I was up at my son's Boy Scout camp for the weekend, and I had it up. And there was a return to home button on that. And I hit it, and it must have went home because it kept on going up, and I never saw it again. It's in the mountains somewhere.
It went to ET's home.
It definitely went home. So
that's what it did.
I've had a few. I had the Air 2, and then before that, the first Mavic, and that Mavic 3 came out with the Classic, and that was right in my price range. So my wife allowed me to go spend that. So.
Now, have you ever put your drone to use during the course of your police work?
We have a separate drone that I convinced my department to buy to where I could use it for anytime you do a search warrant, things like that. You have to have so many details of that residence. And I'm going to be able to fly over there and get the color of the shutters, how many windows there are, which direction is facing which, all that kind of stuff that you put in your search warrant. That way you can document that you're knocking on the right door of the right house. So for things like that, and also some things with the drug task force, but it's very useful.
You're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I can see William now. Backtrack.
Right. There's another department down the road from us. They use them for. They have a bigger problem with people riding motorcycles and quads on the street in the city, and they're tracking people with the drone instead of using a car. And they follow them all the way to their house, and they just have a patrol car come by later on and pick them up. So,
yeah, Angie said, "Great work, Keith."
It's thank you. It's a very useful tool to have.
Yeah. So you have the Mavic 3 Classic, you said, right?
Yes.
Now, in your progression of drones, do you see yourself wanting a different drone now, or do you think that the Mavic 3 Classic is a perfect drone for you?
I was set on the Classic at first for the first Mavic 3 that came out. And then the Pro came out, and that kind of sparked my interest a little bit more. But I've invested so much into the Classic that it's good for me right now and does everything I needed to do. And it'd be nice to have the Pro, though.
Yeah. I'm satisfied with my Mavic 3 Classic, but I said the same thing. If I ever was going to upgrade, it would be to the Mavic 3 Pro. I didn't really have an interest in the telephoto lens, but I'm curious. I mean, I really have a curiosity about that setup with the 3 cameras.
Right.
So it's interesting, but I don't know. I'm so satisfied with my Mavic 3 Classic that I just they're talking about the the Air 3, and I'm a big fan of the Air 2S. It's such a great drone. You would think one would be interested in the Air 3, but I'm just not.
Yeah.
I say, oh, that's cool. It's good that they're doing 360-degree optical avoidance. Hi, Mickey Moo, how you doing? And but for me, I have so much fun with the Mavic 3. I don't see myself having an urge for a less upgrade.
The biggest part of the upgrade that I would look at probably would be the dynamic range you get out of those other 2 lenses for your videos.
Yeah.
But other than that, the Classic does exactly what I needed for it. So.
Yeah. And actually, it wasn't. I wouldn't. It wasn't the Mavic 3 Pro that I would upgrade to. If I was to upgrade it at all, it would be actually the Cine, the Mavic 3 Cine, and because I like the idea of the 1 terabyte internal SSD, which solves SD card issues and all that, and the camera, the Apple ProRes, things like that. But yeah, I think hopefully we're allowed to keep our DJI drones. That's the most important thing.
Yeah,
hey, we got Ted in the house. How you doing, Ted? Actually, Ted released a new video this morning. I haven't been able to watch it because I've been busy today, but I'm going to watch it tonight. So,
I'll be watching that.
Yeah,
I watched it this morning. Great video, Ted. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll keep them coming all the time.
I'll be right on it. Ted's one of my favorites.
So make sure you all go check out Keith's channel. His link is in the pinned comments, and Nightbot will be sharing the link every 10 minutes, just in case. I didn't change it. It was an afterthought. Right before the show started, I said maybe I should pin his channel to the pinned comment. So, so we have that and Nightbot sharing tonight. And I think from now on in the future, our featured guest, I will pin a comment with their channel so people don't have to wait for, Nightbot to make the cycle. And with that, I think I'm going to bring in our chat panel here. I just have to change our background. Here we go. And we have David Ross in the house. How you doing, David?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
NB Drones Grilling. How you doing, Chris?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah. And we have another VIP. We have William, Visual Line of Sight.
Hey, everybody. Keith, I found your drone. I have the SD card from that as well. And, man, the footage was amazing. Good stuff. Good flight.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. So, how do you guys feel about a new Fisheye's Mailbox?
Yeah, let's go.
Sounds like a plan to me.
This week's letter is from Visual Line of Sight. I was going to name my drone Herpes, so it always comes back, but I don't know if that's appropriate. Do you have any ideas for a name for my drone? Thanks, Fisheye. How about Mudball's virginity? That way it'll be 25 years before you lose it.
It's a good question and a good response.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. Dawn makes great stuff with Fisheye. I love it.
That was really good.
Yeah, if you want to see more Fisheye content, check the description of the video. I have Dawn's YouTube channel there, and I have his TikTok channel where he features a lot more Fisheye content. His Fisheye's haikus are funny. I love those. That's some good stuff. Yeah. So who's been flying this week?
I got a little bit of time in last night. Flew it into some fireworks. It was kind of fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
So I had
I'm
an
going to have
issue
to
with
subpoena the telemetry data on that one.
so
I got a problem with grilling.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got a problem with grilling tonight. You know how some grills have that little top, that extra grill on the top so you can put things on the top to warm them up? Well, it seems to have gotten stuck. And for some reason, I tried to open this thing up, and it got stuck right there.
Oh, wow.
So NV Drones Grilling is going to be doing some grilling repairs right now.
Yeah, that works. Hey, Todd, how you doing? Todd Skirving's in the house. How you doing? I hope you get that problem solved, Chris.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Save
So
some
I
brisket
had
for
an
me, please.
issue. I'm sorry. What did you say, William?
Save some brisket for me, please.
There you go.
It's great. I love it. So yeah, I was flying in Newport, Rhode Island last night down by the cliff walk, and I had something very interesting happen, and I want to talk about it here. And I don't know if anyone else has encountered it, but it seems very strange. I was on it was either my second or my third battery, and I was flying over this pagoda type building that I had been flying around quite a few times earlier in the flight. And all of a sudden, I had 22 satellites, and all of a sudden, I got disconnected from satellites, and the drone went into ADI mode, and then it started drifting out over the ocean, just taking off on me. But it still had me listed as being connected to 22 satellites, and it fluctuated between 22 and 21 satellites. Now, the interesting part is the drone was drifting. It had no stability, no GPS lock. So I have to manually, fly it back, and I put it in cine mode so it moved slower, so it wouldn't take off on me and drift too far. I was able to get it back and land it, and I didn't put it back up. But the weird part is, once I got it closer to me, it relocked on the GPSs and held its position. Right. This was just before I landed it. And when I go back and I look at the flight log shows it all the way to where it first disconnected from the satellites. And then there's nothing on that flight log. It doesn't have the trip back to land or any of that. But the entire time it was fluctuating between, like I said, 22 and 21 satellites.
I noticed somebody in the chat on that, or not in the chat, but on the Facebook chat, gave you a possible remedy for that. Did you check that out?
Yeah, I haven't done any of that yet. I've just been busy getting ready for the show today, so I haven't done any of that. I did, like I said, I edited my photos last night and had the video and all that, but I haven't checked any of that stuff. But I figured I was going to bring it up tonight and see if anyone else has had a similar issue, because it's so weird to me that even though it says it disconnected from satellites, it was still fluctuating between 21 and 22 satellites. So,
I don't get any satellites here in this deep military underground bunker I'm in. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, I'll figure it out, and I'm just nervous to put the drone back up and have that issue happen again, because if I had lost the GPS signal and lost signal to the controller for some reason, well, my drone would have drifted off into the ocean, and I would have never known what happened to it. Because the flight log would have ended right there over the building. So, it makes me nervous, but, I'll try the different things. And, I think either way, I'll contact DJI, because I think it's something they should know about, because maybe they'll discover something that I can't see with the normal flight log. Just as a safety precaution,
Yeah, it's especially when you got a drone that expensive up in the air and you're taking some great shots. You don't want to put anything at risk there.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we'll figure it out. It'll, I'm just so nervous to put the drone back up because I don't want to lose my drone.
No.
Yeah.
I'll check it out, Paul.
Yep.
That's interesting. That's interesting with that solar flare comment. I would have never thought about that.
Yeah. Now that's the thing. I did all my proper pre-flight checklist. I checked the airspace and I checked the UAV report. The KP was fine. Everything was fine. Everything was good to go. I was in the green. There were no issues there. It was just so strange how quickly it happened, because the drone was extremely responsive and then poof, all of a sudden gone. But I've just never experienced a GPS disconnect before, so I don't know. If you disconnect from the GPS, does it still show that you're connected to satellites? Because it was showing me, over 20 of them. That part throws me off, because I would think if it disconnected from the satellites, that number would go to 0 or whatever would set it to its limit to put it into ADI mode, which would probably be less than, maybe like 7 or 8, possibly. So to me, that's the strange part. That's the part that boggles me the most. I could understand, okay, if I lost GPS signal because of something, fine, but I definitely want to figure out what happened, because
it's not like, like when you lose a radio transmission signal, you can give it direction to either hover, do nothing, or fly home. What happens if you lose a GPS or some other signal that you need? Like last night, I had no problem when I was flying into the fireworks display. I had 22 GPS satellites up there. I mean, it performed like a champ.
Yeah, I like this. He's taking down your name now, Brett. Brett, you know too much. This is great. We should.
I can confirm that it was not our agency that did anything to the satellite.
Oh.
That's
We should do some skits together, William. This is great. We should do some skits together. Absolutely, this would be fun. So, I also wanted to say I had everybody here knows Droner Gaming, Justin. Justin got me some exclusive drone pics. Wanted to share them.
Oh, nice.
That's nice work. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
These are drone pics that he took from Grand Theft Auto Online.
Still has that Canadian smoke in there.
I was going to say, it's the Canadian forest fires going on.
Yeah. But I was doing because he doesn't really fly drones as much anymore. He gave Dustin One Vision Aerial his drone when Dustin got robbed for his drone. That was really nice of him to do. But we were talking in Messenger, and he's like, I should go on the game and get some shots that look like drone shots and send them to you. He did, except he left all the little icons from the game on there. He should have removed them before he took the picture. Yeah. But that was funny.
What's Justin's profile name on GTA?
I'm not sure of his name on GTA. I just know he's Droner Gaming. RP on YouTube. And congratulations to him if he's watching, by the way. He hit 4,000 subscribers. That's incredible.
That's wow. That's awesome.
Absolutely incredible.
I am definitely one of those.
Yeah, he made a character called Bertha, and he goes in there and he trolls people in the game as Bertha, and it's hilarious. Some of his interactions he has with people. And I tried to get him. I told him I want him to do a reverse robbery. In the game, you go on, the people are role playing. Someone's actually playing as a clerk in the store. And instead of going in and robbing the store, I tell them, go in there and do a reverse robbery. You hold them at gunpoint and tell them to put the money in the register.
I'm sorry. Are you telling me that Bertha is not a real female character?
I've said too much.
Yeah, we can't talk too much.
Yeah. I reserve my right to silence, okay? So, in a little while, we're going to be doing a giveaway. We're going to be giving away the USDS mug. I actually had another picture. I went to go meet with Waypoint New England, and we took a picture together. Let me add it here. I forgot to add it, so let me grab it now. I'm so sorry. I should have put this on here, but I forgot. So I went to go drop off his coffee mug that he won last week, and we put the drone up and got a picture in his backyard. He's got a bunch of plants that he grows inside buckets. He's got tomatoes, all sorts of different kinds of tomatoes, and
okay, those sort of plants.
Oh yeah. What's that, Chris? Yeah, so we met up yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Boys.
Very nice.
And he has a whole bunch more plants on the other side of his yard. So, yeah, it was fun to meet up with somebody. He's so close, to where I was flying. It's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Waypoint, New England?
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah. Sorry, I was just helping my daughter take a picture of the rabbit that lives in our yard.
You want to tell him about your incident with your what do they call it? OM?
OM 6. Well, DJI has a gimbal for phones. They call it the OM series, and I'm going to be doing a shoot soon for my work, and I decided to get a gimbal. And I had the DJI OM4 before. It wasn't very compatible with my previous phone, but the new phone I have is a Google Pixel 7. So I'm thinking, okay, I would buy the newer version, and it should be very compatible. But it's not. It's the problem was I went out yesterday for a hike, and what happened was I come home and all the footage is choppy. It's at 1080/30, but it's skipping frames. It's the Mimo app. It doesn't work well with Android phones. It's basically for iPhone.
For iPhones.
So I went and I did a little bit of research and picked up an Insta360 Flow, which is the same type of gimbal, same thing, an image stabilizer and all that, and it works great. And I can get 4K 60. I can keep using everything, all the features that I only really need. So that's what I'm using right now, as a matter of fact.
Nice, yeah. I just made one of the DJI, the Pocket 2s, and those are really nice too. You can attach either a Samsung or an iPhone to it. It's compatible. Matter of fact, it's even wireless if you want it to be. If you don't want to connect it, you can control it from the phone. It's got a nice gimbal on it. Takes 4K, 4K 60, 60 megapixels per second, or 60 megapixel still photos. Really nice.
That's just a standalone, right? You don't need to think.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's what you were using at the Waterfire. Sorry, the Waterfire event.
I don't think I had it with me at Waterfire.
You had something with you.
Yeah, you had the DJI product.
That with me. Yes, that was the Pocket 2. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and it happened so quick too. Yesterday, I was talking to Chris in Messenger, and I was out going for a flight, and he told me the issue that he was having with it, and he was going to replace it. And before I even got home, he had already had the new one. So that was quick.
That's quick.
Yeah. Well, Lisa wanted to go out somewhere real quick, so I said, okay, well, let's go actually stop at Best Buy and exchange this thing. So. Yeah, it's crazy because I went out, I did my hike, I did everything I was going to do, and I was testing it out. I had a whole blog going,
right?
With the OM6. I get back and it's all copy, and I still have it on Google Photos, so I might post it and say, hey, this thing sucks if you got an Android phone.
Yeah.
All right, well, speaking of Best Buy. Forgive me. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, do your thing.
Speaking of Best Buy, has anybody done a side-by-side comparison to what DJI Care Refresh and Best Buy's insurance is in comparison to price versus what you get for the service?
I have William, and the service from Best Buy isn't all that bad, but they tend to replace your drone in its entirety, very quickly, and they don't really get into the detail like DJI. If you got on the phone with them, they quiz you on a bunch of different stuff. But with Best Buy, you basically bring it in, they give you credit for it's a merchandise credit for what you paid for it, and then you have to reorder it again. Hope they have it in stock.
Yeah, and I think too now that will be even more different because DJI has now changed up their aftercare programs that they have. It's like now you have more replacements. You can do it for 3 years now, so it's all changed. And I don't know. I haven't really done much research on it to check out their prices or anything like that. But no matter what you pick when you buy a drone, the best advice is to insure the drone. Don't spend that kind of money on a drone and not have it covered somehow. Whether you decide you go with Best Buy or you go with Care Refresh, whatever program you use, just make sure you have coverage before you fly, because you go out and spend a couple grand on a drone and you lose it and you don't have insurance.
Yeah.
It's Yeah, it's not something you want to do. And what I really like with DJI is some people might not know, but if you have a crash and you want, even if you don't have insurance, you can contact DJI. They'll pay for you to ship. They'll send you a label to ship the drone to them, and they will check out the drone and find out exactly what's wrong with it and what needs to be replaced. And then you can pay them to fix it, and they'll send it back to you. Sometimes if it's too much that they have to like take the drone apart or something, a lot of times they'll send people a different drone. Maybe it's it looks brand new. It could be a refurbished one that they fixed and repackaged, but either way, DJI is really good with that. And I would recommend always making sure that you insure your drone. And if you have an accident and you want to have it fixed, don't have it fixed by a third party that you wouldn't trust 100% to know what they're doing. Send it to DJI and let them check it out because they are really good with that. I've never quite seen a company like DJI that'll scour social media. You can post like, I have an issue with my drone, and someone from DJI says, "Hey, this is so and so from DJI. Send me a message with your case number, and I'll look into it for you." You know, you just don't have companies out there doing that, and I think in that aspect, DJI really wants to. I think they hold their product to a standard that is great, and I think that's because they don't have to answer to investors. They're a private company, so you know, I think that they have a level of standard that they hold themselves to that's really good.
And even if you don't have Care Refresh when you send it in and they send you your drone back, you can then get Care Refresh on that drone.
Right. And what were you going to say, Chris?
Oh, you have sent your drone to DJI, got it within 2 weeks, fixed. I have, same thing. You know, sometimes they send you a brand new drone, you know, with a different serial number. Right. And that's what happened to me. I had a gimbal issue last year. Some of you may know about it. But, yeah, I sent it in at the beginning of this year, and they, you know, they did it. I think it was about $90 altogether, and they said that they replaced the gimbal, you know, and get the whole gimbal set up. They sent it back to me, and it was a whole different serial number. So basically, it was a different drone.
What's that serial number?
I wish I knew.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about serial numbers, but I do know that we have a fantastic best of the rest, and I think now's a perfect time to play it.
I think so.
I think that.
for sure.
Yeah. Wow. And did you guys notice that J.G. Wentworth was part of this week's show?
Yeah, it's actually GJ Wentworth, and every time I
G.J.
see
Wentworth. I knew I
Yeah.
got that right.
You
I
get
guess I can do away with my intuition question.
every time I see it, I think the same thing. So I'm curious if he did that purposely or that's his actual name.
Tom Dowling, that was amazing. S.A. Owens, yep. Lance, that was there were a bunch of standouts in there tonight.
Yeah.
Jesus Trevino as well. That was another one. So many standouts.
That one by SN Owens, that was really incredible. I enjoyed that one. It just it was the black and white, and he was really low, and I like the low shots. Just the lighting is perfect on it. It's pictures like that that really stand out. And actually, that was originally my pick for Sunday Spectacular, but when I saw Brian's photo, I could not ignore it. He really just the humongous area that he captured. Everything is clear, and the colors just perfect in it. You just can't look at that. When I look at that shot, I'm like, that's absolutely incredible. But that's why we do Sunday Spectacular and Best of the Rest, because everybody who's posted such great photography has I want to be able to show their content here and display it. And
Keith, you had a great one in there tonight too.
No, thanks. Thanks.
You know what's even better is that after the show, Paul goes and posts the video of Sunday Spectacular and Best of the Rest on United States Film Society. So if you didn't catch the stream, you can go right to those things.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways to see it. I not only that, I also add timestamps in the description of the YouTube video and the live stream, so that way, if you didn't get to watch it live and you want to watch the replay, you can get to the different aspects of the content that are in there. And of course, in the group, the people that are in the group can see it. It'll be in pinned topics. They see that throughout the week, and the same thing with content creator of the week. And I was actually out flying yesterday, and I got a picture. I want to share it with everybody. Look at this.
Yeah, that's nice. That's really good.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
You guys
This is
got
what
to
I
see it on a big screen, man. I saw it on my monitor, and I was just like, it's stunning. It's
It
actually
really is.
stunning.
Yep, it really is. I mean,
that was another one where it's a bracketed photo. Sorry, what did you say, David?
I mean, the sky, the colors in the sky, even looking up above there with all those oranges, just kind of going over the mansion, it looked really good.
Yeah.
And that's Power Director, right?
No, I use Cyberlink products, so I have Power Director to edit my videos.
Right.
Hi, Jim Stroning. How you doing? And I use Color Director to color grade when I need it, when I shoot in D-Log. And then I have Photo Director. They're all Cyberlink products, but they're separate. So yeah, I use the Photo Director for the photos, and it's one of them things. You take the pictures, and when you look at the, originals, they look either too light or too dark because they're bracketed, and then when you merge them together, that's the magic that happens right there. And it really, that's one of the gems where I put it in and I merged them, and after I merged them and started messing with the sliders, it was really great. Oh, it looks like Chris got the issue solved with his grill.
Yeah. Well done.
Chris.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think I noticed some photo bracketing in one of those photos tonight. I think it was Flynn. I think Flynn had some fingerprints with some photo bracketing in there. Hey, also Tim Murray and Jeff Norman were standouts tonight too. I thought.
Yeah. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the USDS coffee mug giveaway, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start collecting the names now. Hashtag USDS in the chat. And just before I roll it, I will share my screen. I only do that so I don't get all choppy and, my audio gets all messed up. So that'll happen once I start. But hashtag USDS in the chat. And we will give away the USDS coffee mug. And actually, I wonder, I don't know if he's still here, but if Warren's still here, he had received a mug a few giveaways ago. And when he got his, it was broken, and I had to it was insured through the post office, and I finally got them to they actually sent me a check. The post office sent me a check for it. I went to go resend them out a mug yesterday, but I caught the post office too late. They were closed at noontime, and I wasn't able to get it out in the mail yesterday, so it's going out tomorrow. So Warren, if you're still there, I'm going to send you the tracking information tomorrow. I have the box all packed up and ready to go, but I wasn't able to catch the post office in time. I had a very busy week, so I was supposed to do that earlier in the week, and I just wasn't able to. So I just want to let you know that it's going out tomorrow for certain. Oh, he is there. Good. Yeah, I'm glad. What is that, Chris? Is that a hot plate?
No, actually, this is you have a rack.
Roasting pan.
Turkey. You use that.
Hi, Charles. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Yeah, Johnny says I love the. I don't know if you caught it, Johnny, but I added the photo of you with the water bottle into Best of the Rep. Thank you for sending us that picture. That was nice. A really nice bottle. He's got one. I don't have one, so. That's okay. I always go back and troll him during his live show. I was doing it last night. I was on his panel last night, and Dominic was on there, and I was promoting Dominic's channel. His live stream was going. Dominic show. Oh yeah, Dominic. I meant to ask you tonight. How's your shop doing?
I've sold one, so that's a good start.
Yep, that's good. Someone's
So
got.
I sent you the link. Yeah.
A little shout out to Gina from last week that creates these mugs. That was really cool.
That was a good interview. It really was.
Yeah, that was really great.
Yeah.
Name's Vicky.
Yeah, Vicky and Joanna. Absolutely.
Okay. Gina was the original.
Gina's Creations, is that right?
It's Country Charm Creations, but yeah, I've always had their. In all the video descriptions for the live show, I have a link to their shop. But I thought that it would be nice to kind of bring them on the show and introduce them to the community personally, because I know a lot of people in the drone community like to have their logos printed on things, and maybe they were interested. So it was nice to help. I hope that they made a little business out of it. Hopefully they got a couple of sales, which would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 25 entries. I'm gonna let it roll for about another minute. We got hashtag USDS in the chat, and I'm gonna start to share my screen here, and I'm gonna get all wonky, so we'll make do with what we got. All right, so we got 25 entries. I'm gonna let this go about 30 more seconds, and then I'm gonna roll it. I think Charles Gillespie entered, so it might be over for everybody else.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He wins everything.
Yeah.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, good luck.
Yay.
Good job.
Yes.
Congratulations, Jeff.
All right, Jeff.
Nice. Good job.
Awesome job. So listen, I want
And
to
an
thank
awesome
everybody.
photo in tonight.
That was good.
Let me remove that banner now. I'm trying to get more into using the banners. I wish that StreamYard would make this interface a little more user friendly for things, because you got to switch between multiple tabs on the right to get all the options you want. I just wish it was in one general area. I could customize and add what I need there in one spot. That would probably be a nice thing. Oh, so Jeff, send me your address on Messenger and I will ship that mug out to you.
I'm gonna need that info.
Uh-oh.
Still owe you $10 for mine.
Yeah, someone's gonna get their mail intercepted. So listen, we have 6 minutes left. So what I like to do is I like to go around and give everybody a chance to say what they want to say, promote what they want to promote. And I think tonight we will start with David.
Okay. Well, I did manage to get up. Like I said, last night I filmed the North Attleboro Kids Day fireworks celebration. I have it posted on Facebook. So check it out. I actually, people thought I got a little too close. I was actually inside of it at points, so it was kind of cool. So fun experience, and I had Jim Gannott and his wife Karen with me. They were kind of my VOs and production assistants, whatever. It was fun. This week's project is I just bought a new Mavic 3 Pro, getting that all set up, ready to go. And Paul, I'll be looking to fly with you real soon on that, so you can give me some more pointers.
All right, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate having you here as always.
Thank you.
And,
thanks so much.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be talking to you throughout the week, brother. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. I'll talk to you this week.
All right, enjoy your week.
Dave.
Yeah, and we are gonna go with, let me see, William.
Guys, I had a really great opportunity yesterday to go fly out in some of the glades here in Central Florida, and there's some breathtaking views. So if there's anything I'm going to promote, I'd love for you guys to go and stop by and check out my channel. But while I'm doing that and promoting that, I also want you guys to go and check out some of the creativity over at JJ Grant's channel as well. He's got some amazing photography skills that he's done some really creative stuff, and I would be remiss not to send anybody over to Ted Nemeth as well. Got to go check out those channels before you check out mine. How do you like that?
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, William. I appreciate having you here. Roger that.
Yep. Have a good night, guys. Good
Enjoy the
seeing
rest
you.
of your week.
All right.
And we will go with Chris.
No, I had nothing. I got nothing except everybody, if you want to grill out, make sure you use charcoal.
Yep. Thank you. And make sure you check your equipment first so you don't have a debacle.
Yep.
All right, Chris. Thanks so much. Are you going to hang around till after the show, or are you going to take off now?
No, I gotta bring the food up. It's all done.
All right, brother. So I'll be talking to you
Night.
throughout the week.
See you.
All right. Enjoy your week. All right. With that, we are left with our guest of honor, Keith Russell. Keith, I'm going to give you the floor. Let you say what you want to say, promote what you want to promote. Like I said, I had your channel link pinned in the comments on the chat, so everybody make sure to go check out your channel. And
Yeah.
what's going on?
I really appreciate you having me here. I had a blast with you guys. I always enjoy watching every Sunday, and throughout the week, it's just amazing to me how much talent gets put onto this channel and how much work gets put into it to make it all happen. And I don't even know the half of it. So I appreciate all that work and all the motivation that I get from the other photos and videos that I see through the channel or on the Facebook page. So I don't really have anything other to promote other than check out my YouTube channel. I have some videos on there. I'm getting more as time goes on, but I appreciate the follows and likes and comments and everybody's niceness here.
Yeah, awesome. I appreciate. Yeah, always positivity. This group is about,
That's right.
Remaining positive and sharing your content, in a friendly
Absolutely.
environment. That's the key. We
Yes,
don't need any negativity because that takes the focus off of what people are trying to do here, So
That's right.
yeah, so I appreciate having you here, and I'm sure that hopefully this won't be your last time. And yeah, so make sure everyone checks out Keith's channel. Keith, I hope you have a great week.
Thanks so much. Be safe,
Yeah,
everyone.
thanks so much. Same to you. And Dominic.
Just the usual things, promoting mental health, and also my merch shop as well, which I'll post as well. So thank you for that, and thank you for supporting me. It's been a great pleasure.
Yeah, thanks. All right. Now, I'd like to remind everybody, mental health is an issue that affects so many people that you wouldn't think it does. Some of the people that you think are the happiest people are the ones suffering the most. So if you're suffering, just remember you don't have to do it alone. You can reach out. In the United States, you can dial 988. I should probably get a list of numbers from other countries to add to it. And I think I'll look to get that information this week and share that more often. But it's important for you to recognize the fact that you can reach out and get help from numerous places, even if it's a result of a hospital trip, to the emergency room to seek help. Reach out and get help. Reach out to friends. You can reach out to me, and I'm sure there's plenty of other people in the community that are, you know, willing to talk with you and help you through something. So with that, I want to thank everyone for being here tonight, and I'm going to play the outro now. Everybody have yourself a good week, and make sure you get out there and get flying and share that content. You know, Dominic, I'm a little bit confused about something here. They always tell you that your feet smell,
Yep.
right? And your nose runs.
Yep.
Shouldn't that be the other way?